I'll have to put Miss Bailey below.
Oh, I missed the part, just so you know, that we'll let them have this for a minute and then we'll get going. I missed the lead in. Oh, it's that kind of day. And just so you know, we also have a different last page. So might as well show it to you while we wait.
Nice.
So much easier. So, oh, I guess I need to take that off. Okay.
Hi, Shar.
Yeah. Hi, Shar. So, what deck are you using?
Okay, everyone. I'm actually using my old tried and true. D'Arcy, this is the one I traded the Spanish Rider deck for when I first got back into reading. The Genron deck.
Yeah.
One that's out of print. So I decided to take it out for a little bit. It's been sitting kind of quiet like. And it is my favorite deck, right? I mean, I used it pretty much solid for over 20 years. What about you?
I'm using the one you sent, the Crow Tarot.
Oh, nice.
So you can hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
All right. All right. So Shar, Erin, Faye, Sandra, and Patty. Hello, ladies. So we shall get started, but I'm hoping you all had a good day. It's been a little off for the last couple of days for myself and my daughter. So they're just feeling, I don't quite know, like I'm not connected properly. So I may have to do some meditation and just ground myself. So, all right. So Shar, let's have a look and see. Ooh, no, I don't like that one. Ooh, okay, I like this one. Ace of Wands. This is, and I love the feathers on the side, the white, they're like duck feathers. And I like them in the gold road because it means new starts, new beginnings. It also means connecting to spiritual energy. And again, it is also referring to grounding yourself, which we should all do once in a while. But it's also about listening to the teachings. And whether those are your own teachings or whether someone else is helping you learn something, it's listen to the teachings. That's the other part it's talking about. But it's also making a connection because the gold road is the gold thread that's connected to each and every one of us who comes into your life. So maybe it's honoring those gold connections. Okay, so Erin is next. She says, Happy Wednesday, Erin.
Yes, happy Wednesday. Just a sec, honey. I'm just going to give a shuffle one more time. Like I said, these are my favorite cards. This one my sister tricked me into doing readings. Wheel of Fortune. You're coming out of a difficult time and you're about to go in, like the wheel moves clockwise, unless you're dyslexic, but the wheel moves clockwise, which means life is always moving forward. And part of that moving forward means, yes, you get to look at the past, you get to see it and realize that you lived it, but you don't get to wallow in it. You don't get to stay there. The Wheel of Fortune says it is time to move forward and move forward with joy and with gratitude.
All right. And hey, cousin. I hear the song Mend a Broken Heart. First of all, that's the first thing I'm thinking of. And it does represent that, this card, the Two of Cups, but it normally also represents relationships. But I'm thinking it's taking the time to mend your broken heart, to take those moments you need, not to rush through anything, even if you're prepared for the passing of your mom. Is really make sure that you take that time to mend your heart, because there's so much that's been revealed to you that you did not know, that you're going to have to put it all into perspective. So take your time, honey.
Hi, Faye. Hope you're doing well. Lots of love.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Next is Sandra Murray. Hi, Sandra.
Hey, hi, Sandra. Ah, the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is about learning. This is a being um, who has phenomenal intelligence, and when the Hierophant comes in, this talks about learning something new, grasping that newness, and not being afraid to be out there learning something because you've got it in your mind you're too old or you're set in your ways. Sandra, just recently I was reading a paper on the importance of people over 50 to continue working past retirement because our minds, they have discovered, are actually far more capable of grasping new concepts, realizing new ideas than we initially were led to believe. So, this is an opportunity for you to move forward, to learn a new skill, go out and grasp that.
All right. And next we have Patty. So everyone, please keep in mind, we're working down a list. And as we get to your name, we will pull a card. In the meantime, if you have a question, that should be going in when you say, hey, hello, and all that. Okay. Who did I say? Patty. Patty, you have a temperance. And the first thing that actually stood out to me is the triangle. And it made me think that maybe you're dating someone who's dating someone else. And, but then again, trust seems to be an issue here. So I'm going to say if you are in a relationship and you're not 100% sure, then this is the time that you would sit down and have the conversation to make sure everything is going in the direction you're hoping it is. Okay. But the water makes me think of balance. And it also, strangely enough, is making me think of someone who's having a baby around you, which could be a family member, a friend, but someone who's announcing a pregnancy. And Alicia is next.
Hi, darling. Ace of Cups. Whenever you see an ace of anything, the ace is the beginning, something new, the beginning of a new adventure, the beginning of new plans. There is the possibility of rebirth. Now, this could be a new baby coming into the family, but birthing can also be about the birth of an idea and the birth of something wonderful that you've been hidden, a hidden desire. So uh, be open to all possibilities. And like I said, this is new beginnings, new hopes, new plans.
All right. I'm reading down, and Alicia says, so many questions, but I have patience. And I'm thinking, oh, someone does. Orville, hi, how are you? I hope you're having a great day. You have the Two of Wands, which is, for me, relationship, but it's also coming to terms with a decision that you're going to have to make. And it's weighing the pros and cons of the decision. It's really putting it into perspective as what do you see happening for you? And this could be work related. So it could be the way your world is changing, that it has more oomph to it. So I'm going to say take your time and enjoy it. Okay, so next is Kathy.
Kathy, there is a possibility of increased money coming your way, job promotion. Some of it too is reaching for that next level in your career and realizing your worth. So, if you are looking for a new job that pays more, that opportunity is probably going to come to you in the next 3 months. And also, when I think of money, I always recommend that people remember if you are getting an increase in salary and you've managed to live on that, whatever it was that you received every 2 weeks, tuck that increase, whether it's $10, $100, $500 a month, tuck that away for a little while. Don't just suddenly go, oh, I've got this extra money so I can be, a little bit more free with my money. But just tuck it away so that you've got it for a rainy day.
Yep. And that is the problem. Once we have one plateau and then we start going higher, It's like you want to spend more money for some strange reason, and really you don't have to, but you do. So, okay. So, Kim, hello. I hope you're having a good evening. She says, good evening, ladies. Kim, you have the Four of Wands, and this is celebration. I thought drink and be merry. But I also feel like it's the gathering of the clan together, and it's a special event that's coming up that you may be part of. And it could even be that you're helping put it on, but it's really bringing this sense of family together. So drink and be merry, but remember, take a taxi if you have to.
Okay. Sorry about that. Bailey got into Rufus. She's actually, oh my God, just a sec. Bailey.
So while she goes and talks to her dog about what she's doing.
Here, this is what Bailey did, guys.
Oh, there goes a pair of scissors.
Yes. So who's next?
Brandy.
Oh, Brandy. Couple of things. First thing I'm going to say, Brandy, is you need to pay attention to your health. That is the most important thing. That the first thought that came to my mind when D'Arcy said your name. Princess of Cups. Pay attention to your health. Start taking care of yourself, especially women's health concerns. You're one of those women, I don't know why I want to say this, that goes, oh, I'm not feeling good. I'm having a little problem, but there's dishes, there's work, there's family, there's. So put those theirs aside, make yourself an appointment and go get a good checkup. And when you do, listen to what they say. Even if you don't agree with it, at least listen to it and take from it what you can to make things a little easier in your life. Because this tells me that you're going through a bit of a rough time, either with your emotional or your physical health.
All right. So, Hilda, hi, how are you? You have the Strength card. And it makes me feel like you've got some dental work that needs to be looked at. And I'm afraid to go to the dentist myself personally because, oh my God, they've got needles. But there may be like you're clenching your jaw. You might need a night guard, a night retainer to help alleviate the pressure and wearing away the teeth on the bottom. So I am going to say if you need to go to the dentist, you'd better go while you're still ahead and you still have teeth. Okay, Heather's next.
Hi, Heather. Transition talks about lots and lots of changes. I don't know if you can see, if you can see this card, but there's a lot of things going on. I always love this card. It's not my favorite card in the deck, but there's metamorphosis. There's a person emerging from inside themselves outside to become something else. This is a time of change, of embracing change, of embracing that spiritual pull that you feel in the universe. So go out and not be afraid to challenge yourself.
I sort of got the feeling like it's embrace joy.
Could be. Yeah. It's changed too.
All right. So, Aaliyah, hi, you have the 8 of Coins. And the 8 of Coins is about signing some legal papers and making sure you read them before you sign them. But it's also about craftsmanship. It's about putting your all into something that you really enjoy. So there's 2 things going on. Use a little of your creative energy to create something that has your signature, your energy to it. And the other one is if you're signing some legal papers, I ask that you read them before you sign them. Okay, Cheyenne is next. Hello, Cheyenne.
Cheyenne, if you're wondering about a man that has drifted in and out of your life, the answer to whether or not he is coming back for whatever reason is no. This is not the right time. We create these images, we create these illusions of who we think our heroes are. And we fall for the illusion, and it's easy to do because we never want to face the real thing, because maybe the real thing isn't quite Harlequin romance. And
I love Harlequin romances.
What?
I love Harlequin romances.
They're not my favorite, but I read the same 3 or 4 over and over because they're just mindless and I can never tell you how they end. It's a standing joke where my son has often come, picked up the book and went, haven't you read this 9 times now? But it's fun. But what I'm saying is you want to see the real person, not the illusion that you are creating. And people always want you to create that illusion first. But reality is something that we all need to grasp. I believe that there are decent people out there. I just believe that we need to be realistic and see their true selves. Preferably before you marry them for the second time.
Yes. So, Jody, hi, how are you? Jody, you have the 5 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands is normally a competition of some sort, normally work related, but in this particular case, it's a strange competition for me because it's not work related. It's almost like you're having a competition with yourself to achieve a goal, and to use a little of what Penelope just said about an illusion. And are you sure you have all the information in place to make that goal happen? And if you do, great. If not, what about it do you have to change to actually get it to look the same as it does in your head?
Exactly.
So I am going to say, take your time. It could take you 6 months to achieve what you're after. And what's 6 months? I mean, we've already gone through almost 6 months of the year, and it's like, holy cow, we've already gone through May. And I swear it just started. So, Jody, whatever it is, take your time.
It's 29 weeks before Christmas break for me.
Yeah.
So, not even counting.
So Patty says thank you, and Annalisa said thank you. Jessica is next.
Hi, Jessica. Jessica, this is the 5 of Swords. If you see this woman is going up, this means that, you've faced your battles, you've won some of them. Some of them might have left you a little bit battle worn and maybe bleeding, but you've got past that. And this next probably 3 to 6 months is about moving forward in your professional life, your personal life, your education. What's so funny?
No, I'll tell you in a minute. Go ahead. This has nothing to do with the reading.
So this is about moving forward and embracing that ability to move forward. So you know what? Put on your favorite gown, gussy up your hair, as our father used to say, and put your best foot forward and your best face forward. What?
Now, she just said our dad said, gussy up our hairs and everything. You know what he also told us? Never leave home without your bra.
Yes.
So, little did he know it was in my purse.
And no hanky-panky.
Okay, Cynthia. Hello, how are you? And Cynthia, I have for you, the 2 of coins. This is balance. But I love the infinity sign because depending on how you look at it, it's Métis as well as infinity. What you put out there comes back towards you, plus it's balance. Mm-hmm. And the ravens are really strong around you. So I'm going to say maybe you're connected to a bird family of some sort. And they're saying to trust the way the wind is blowing you. Listen to it, because as it touches your face, it's also the ones of love, the loved ones who have passed that are also making contact. I knew I'd get it out. Okay. So Amanda's next. Hi, Amanda. We haven't seen you for a while.
Amanda, there's some kind of celebration. Is there a wedding or a baptismal or some kind of announcement? A graduation is coming up. There's a lot of joy and a lot of happiness. So this next couple of months is about embracing the happiness and the joy. It's sort of like, everything's falling together in the right place.
Okay, I'm going to let you take Nikki because I want to talk to Mr. Khan.
You don't trust me, hey?
No, I got something to say to him.
Nikki, The deceiver isn't about people lying to you. The deceiver is about refusing to want to see the truth, like lying to yourself, right? Or listening to the lie that, someone created an image in your head and you began to believe that image. And even though we all know that that image of you isn't true, but we're really good at deceiving ourselves, honey. So my advice to you is, we always say, oh no, I don't deceive myself. And that's actually not true. We all do. I mean, I did for years. But one of the things I did was, I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not quick enough. D'Arcy and I were talking about this a few weeks ago. I went back to university when I was 45. I went to university when I was 45. And my whole life, I never thought I was smart enough. So I was lying to myself. I graduated with good grades. I got a good job. So, I mean, this is what the deceiver talks about. Quit lying to yourself. Quit believing that false image of you that you've created.
Maybe she hasn't created it, but someone else created it for her.
Could be. But either way, if you believe it, then you help feed it.
Yeah. Mr. Khan, first of all, no watching TV as you're driving, even if it is this. And no, I didn't think you had gone yet because I don't see you leaving till the end of June. On the job front for you, hidden desire. You got the 7 of Cups, which means your dreams, your desires are going to be achieved. Most importantly, which I know you do practice, is believe. The more you believe, the more you visualize it coming towards you, and the sooner it's going to happen. Still not until about May next year, but nonetheless, the sooner it will happen. You've got time. It's going to be there.
Wait. Did you just say he was driving?
Well, that's why I said I'm talking to him.
Is he not a member of some organization that talks about distracted driving laws?
Yeah, well, we're not going to rub it in. Anyways, next is Brenda.
Brenda, this is a time of reflection, darling. This is a time for you to take a little bit of time for yourself. You know something? Cups are about receiving things. Cups are about communication as well. And maybe this is a time for you to take a step back from all the gossip and the back whispers and stuff, and really get used to being you. I do a lot of reading and I read a lot of unusual things, and not only self-improvement, but things that kind of catch my interest. And one of them recently was about women learning to grow accustomed to their own company. We're sort of brainwashed most of our lives to believe that we're wives, we're mothers, we're grandmothers, we're great-grandmothers. And somewhere there, it's wrong for us to spend some time alone. You're looking at and watching 2 women who are, I speak for D'Arcy, and I might be wrong, so step in here, that we're quite at peace in our own company.
Yeah, I was just saying it to Sean tonight. We were discussing something else, and that's what came out. I said, wait, I like being by myself.
Yes. So, it's time for you to maybe, I'm not saying spend the rest of your life alone, but even our Granny Goodwitch said a woman should learn to be able to enjoy her own company. So maybe practice learning how to enjoy your own company for more than an hour or 2. Take a road trip. Go for a walk in the forest. Go camping by yourself. Okay, honey?
That was Brenda, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty sure that was Brenda.
Yeah. Hey, Shay Shay. Shay Shay, I have for you the 8 of Cups or 6. I can't count. This is celebration, but it's also announcement of a wedding and a celebration around that, or a birth. But what it also makes me feel like is just seeing beyond the veil, like seeing beyond what's in front of you. It's have you ever lined up mirrors, and when you look in the mirror, it just keeps going and going and going and going and going because there's no end to it. And it feels like you need to look beyond what's in front of you because there is no end to what you can do inside your life. And I also feel like you've got like a female image around you who's trying to really encourage you to step out of your safety box. Okay, so Cheyenne, howdy, is next. That's what she did. Cheyenne.
Diane. Do you know what? The three of wands. But what I love about this, if you notice, there's this woman standing on a rock, looking out over a beautiful, colorful forest and the lake. Time to dust off your walking shoes, girl. And again, another woman, that the message that first comes through to me, besides the meaning of the cards, is this is a time for you to start taking a journey, moving forward. And if you need to, what are those sticks you use, D'Arcy? Walking sticks. There's a specific name for them. But use walking sticks to propel you forward a bit. But it's time for you to equally start moving forward.
Okay. So Kim says thank you. Hilda says she does need a night guard. Aaliyah says thank you. Nikki, I love you. She says, I think I got overlooked and down a little, or maybe not. Cheyenne, all right, thanks. Lovely. Hello, lovely. How are you? And so, wait, I got to pull your card. I didn't like the one in my hand.
Oh, that's funny.
It's a sword. Soar above whatever is keeping you stationary. Look at life from a different perspective, because the more you look at it from a different perspective, the clearer the image becomes. And the rose, now I don't know if that's the name or whether or not I am actually looking for the symbol of the rose as though to hand you a rose from someone on the other side, but I am seeing the word rose. So I'd like to use it both ways. And that could also mean that if you have a tattoo, that person that you did the tattoo for may be acknowledging the rose. Hello. Thank you. Oh, Jody, you're welcome. There's Jeannie and Brandon. If you want to pull them both a card.
Sure. Okay, first things first. We'll do Jeannie first. Jeannie, sometimes it is better to light a candle than to curse the darkness. And, you know, it looks like things are a bit overwhelming at this point and you can't find a direction to go in. And that sounds like such a strange thing to say. But, you know, my grandmother used to say that, our grandmother, Granny Goodwitch, she said, no, what good is it wandering around in the dark and cursing it? You don't need to turn on a light switch. Just grab a match and light it. And light a candle. So you can see what's in front of you. And that is where I think this card is saying that you're struggling with seeing what is right in front of you because you don't want to see it. So cast some light on it.
Yeah. So Amanda says she's been working. That's why we haven't seen her. And her sister is having a baby.
Nice. And Brandon's next, right?
Who?
Brandon?
Oh, yeah. I thought you pulled it together.
No. Brandon. This is a time of gathering and celebration, time with some women. And, you know, I don't mean girlfriend, add another girlfriend or two. This is learning to embrace being with women and being comfortable with women. Men are seldom if ever comfortable with women because we are such powerful creatures. So tap into your femininity and learn to be comfortable in a gathering of women. There's a lot to be learned from women.
Mm-hmm.
Off to you.
So, hi, Rachel. We haven't seen you for a very long time. I don't even know if you've been on before.
I think
this is a different Rachel.
Okay.
Okay. And so just give me a minute, Rachel. And then we have Tammy and Amanda. I'm at peace in my own company. Okay. And Shay, thank you, ladies. Cheyenne said thank you. Lovely. Where does she begin? Okay, so Rachel, hi honey, you have the devil. We're never tied to anything in particular. We're only tied because we believe in it. So you are making a change inside what you believed you didn't want to now what you want. And it may take you a little bit to achieve what you're after, but it is going to be there. It's time and patience. So next is Rachel.
Hi, Rachel. I see
Oh,
the
no, sorry. Tammy. I did Rachel.
Okay, I'll choose a different card then. Just a sec. Tammy?
Yep.
The High Priestess. The High Priestess talks about inner strength and healing. And you see that amethyst? That amethyst is an indication that perhaps you should gather some crystals. I love amethysts because amethysts are about healing. And I've also been told to suggest that you get some, D'Arcy, it's the yellow crystal that you have so much of.
Citron.
Citron. And citron is good for absorbing negativity in difficult situations. And I kid you not, it works. It absolutely works. I gave a not as too big a crystal to a friend of mine, and she had to go see her in-laws, and they're not very nice to her husband, their son, or to her. And she swears she kept that crystal in her pocket for 2 weeks solid. And the day she left, it was gone from her pocket. And she is convinced that it absorbed all that negativity and it wore itself out absorbing it, right? So
I believe that. I think a stone, like Uncle Dave used to say, that a stone stays with you as long as you need it.
yeah. And she looked everywhere. She said it was in her pocket the night before, and in the morning it was gone. So get yourself some citrine for the negative energy around you, amethyst for healing.
All right. So we have Jocelyn and Jamie. And Jamie is new. She hopes everyone is well. I think Jocelyn's been on before, but Jocelyn, you have the Justice card. And what I like about it is, first of all, justice is blind. When we think something is wrong and it should be right, it's not. It goes the opposite way. But then there are times when we believe that justice has been served. And I'm not talking about in a court of law. I'm talking about everyday life. So there is a situation at work that you're feeling the scales aren't balanced properly. And yes, you could voice your opinion on it, but honestly, honey, it's going to fall on deaf ears. So your best bet is to take a step back and wait, because eventually justice will be served.
Exactly.
Okay, so Jamie's next.
Jamie, for you, I pulled the Tower. And the Tower, this card in this particular deck, this card always looks so formidable. First, I think, I personally see this as a powerful woman knocking anything out of her way. If it's in her way, get rid of it. But, and I mean that, in a non-aggressive, violent way. Yeah. But the other thing is, the Tower, I think, is one of the coolest cards because it means everything is falling down. All your old beliefs, your old superstitions, your old way of life. And it leaves a clean playing field where you get to pick up the pieces that you want to keep to build the foundation of your new life and get rid of anything that doesn't serve you and anyone.
Yeah.
And that sounds cruel, but it's not just anything. It's also anyone. If they do not feed your spirit, help you improve and grow as you go on this journey through life, then you put them in the discard pile.
And we do know that's easier said than done.
God, yes. So. Yes. But it's something to think about.
Yeah. Hilda, it's always nice to have all of you come on the show, and I hope you have a fantastic evening as well. And for tomorrow night, I will be on at 7 p.m. Jocelyn said thank you, and there's no one else below Jocelyn. So,
okay.
we're going to say good night. Jamie said thank you so
Excellent.
much. So may you all have a beautiful night. And thank you so much for joining us on the show. Without you, we wouldn't have a show.
Exactly. Thank you. It's always a joy to see new and familiar names. The only thing that I really want to say, because we're heading into warm weather, and this is something that has become very personal and near and dear to me, please remember sunscreen. And for you super fair people like myself and my sister, UV blocker, because
Really? Do I look like I got pale skin?
look, I'm not tan this year because, for those of you who've been following us a while, I've been dealing with skin cancer, and it makes a huge impact in your life. My surgeon tells me it is one of the most overlooked cancers around is skin cancer, and yet it's our skin. So please be safe, be well, many blessings, and Masalama, go in light.
And just like that, Marie snuck in, and Marie, you have the judgment card. So this is stand forth and be judged, but it's also about you not judging people. Okay, that when you look at something or a situation, you got to look at it from all perspective, all corners, up, down, through the center, and know that when you make a decision, you're making it from the heart, what is best felt. All right. So on what Penelope said, you all have a good night, and look forward to seeing you again here shortly. And most important, may love, joy, peace, happiness, and prosperity find you all in mysterious ways. And Diane just snuck in, so you get to give Diane one.
Okay, Diane, you're under the wire. Just a sec. Oh, the Prince of Wands. New journey, new beginnings. Diane, I do believe that there's a possibility of some new beginning with a new person in your life. If there is, go slow, enjoy the dance. And you know what? I had an expression when my son was growing up, and for whatever reason, I feel like this is a piece of advice for you. Be bold, be brave, and always remember the force is in you.
Yeah, I'm running the other direction. Okay, everyone. You'll have a good night, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye.
And my thing's not working.
There it is. You have my email wrong.
No, I don't.
Penelope 5, Beardsley 1. Bye, everybody.
I'll fix it. You're still live, by the way. I know it won't shut off.